Today on the show, we are talking about a problem that's easy to ignore until it isn't: the slow collapse of the global aid system.
The mobile canteens presented by Her Majesty the Queen and by friends in America raced to the scene of devastation to relieve the distress of those who have lost their homes.
For decades, international aid has acted like the world's emergency room. When war breaks out, disease spreads, famine strikes, it's what keeps people alive long enough for the politics to catch up. But right now, that emergency room is running out of doctors, medicine, and money. The biggest shock to the system came last year when the Trump administration shut down USAID, cutting around $10 billion in annual American foreign assistance. Other major donors, including the UK and Germany, have also pulled back between 2022 and 2025. Global humanitarian funding fell by more than a third. The total for 2026, on track to be even lower. In reality, even before USAID was shuttered, the system was strained. There has never been enough aid to help the hundreds of millions of people who desperately need it every year. But now we are seeing the effects of a drastic drop during some major crises. In the Democratic Republic of the Congo, funding cuts have forced health clinics to close, sanitation programs to scale back, and has weakened efforts to contain a deadly Ebola virus outbreak. In the Middle East, the war in Iran has sent the cost of food, fuel, and fertilizer skyrocketing, and so in places like Sudan and Somalia, where survival was already a daily struggle, what little aid was available has all but disappeared. Here's the UN's humanitarian chief raising the alarm back in March.
War doesn't stay neatly within borders or on desktop military plans. It tears through markets, supply chains, food prices. And when that happens, it's the most vulnerable people who are hit first and hardest.
Foreign aid is often dismissed in the United States as an act of charity. It certainly does save lives, but it's also one of the cheapest investments that governments can make in stability and national security. When fragile states fail, the consequences don't stop at the border. Refugees move, diseases spread, terrorism flourishes, conflicts surge. The world still needs an emergency room. The question is whether anyone is willing to keep the lights on.